Hi everyone, Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am back with a 12 by 12 layout for you today. Please excuse the glare you can see from my lights. I hope they're not too distracting. I'm working on a completely different surface for me today. I'm actually in a hotel room, and it's a glass top table, so unfortunately there's not a huge amount I could do about the glare, but hopefully, touch wood, yes, I cover enough of the table up that it's not too bad. So just pulling out all of my different papers, and when I start seeing the leftovers that I've got quite a few 12 by 12 little strips left. So I'm going to cut those off, a whole bunch of my papers, and go to town with those, I think. So just did a dreadful cut on my cutting mat there. I don't know what I was doing, but I did not cut straight. So just getting the beautiful floral and cleaning up my scrap a little bit here. Then this, so I've got this gorgeous floral piece. I'm just looking at my sizing, I think. And then getting this beautiful blue. But I think I'm going to use the other side for the light green side, actually. Then a little bit of this yellow. And I decided I might as well make the most of it and take the whole section of the yellow. Cutting off the branding strip there. And then just a little bit of the scissors paper as well. And so once I've got those, I'm actually going to pop away the rest, and I'll use that little scrap of navy blue there to back my photo. Just trying to use up what I've got. So I always print my photos in wallet size, which is 2 to a 4x6. Using the Becky Higgins app, I put them into that configuration myself first, and then I go to Officeworks and print them at a standard 10 cents a copy. You can do that configuration while you're at your prints company. Like I know Fuji and Kodak both have that option, but it costs you extra, I believe. So I do that myself before I take my photos to get printed, and just to save the extra 5 cents, which I know is only 5 cents, but when you print as many photos as we do, it certainly adds up. I then also add the border on my photographs, because in my project Life, I like to back my photos on Project Life cards, just to try and use those up out of my stash. So I cut the border off, which I know is a little bit of double handling, but that way I don't lose anything out of the photo. Because if I leave the photo standard size, then trim it down, I might cut something out of the photo that I really wanted to keep. Whereas if I put the border on and then just cut the border off, I'm actually leaving the photo in its entirety. So I hope that makes sense. So you can see here I have fringed up my paper. I did that using my scoring board, not my scissors. So they're kind of large-sized fringing, but I really like the size of them in this amount, because there's quite a lot of fringing going on the paper. I think if it was a really, really thin fringe, it might look a little bit funny. So I actually quite like how much fringing I've got going in this particular design. So this photograph is of the first day my husband came home from hospital after his hip replacement. He spent a couple of nights at his mum and dad's house, because he was a little bit worried that being with the boys might be a little bit tricky. And he was probably not wrong, because as soon as he got home, obviously, both of the boys wanted him and wanted to be with him. And so here's the photo of him trying to sit and chill and relax in the recliner chair that we borrowed off his parents. And Thomas is sitting on him because he couldn't be left alone. So just that concept of welcome home, you have a 9-month-old and a 3-year-old in your house. Enjoy recovering from that hip replacement. Yay! But, you know, that seems like such a long time ago now. He had that done already 3 or 4 months ago, and it just feels like forever ago already. So, yeah, almost fully recovered in terms of how much better he feels. Obviously not fully recovered, it's serious operation, but just the difference in how he feels is already amazing. So off screen, I played around with my heading. I really wanted to get a good mix of the different colours, and I overthought it for a very, very, very long time. And then I just stuck them on. So just Painful Patient using the gorgeous thickers that came in the kit, and then Avery using the really tiny Paige Evans thickers. I think they're my absolute favourite thickers of all time. They're just so easy and so handy for those large titles and long worded titles. I just love them. Little tiny thickers are my friend. And so then I noticed on the Jen Hatfield sticker sheet, there's quite a few ephemera pieces that are slow, like the snail and the turtle. And I just had to have them on this page straight away, because there's that enjoy the slow life piece of ephemera. You know, you're happy to be home, and then, you know, you can't move. You're a snail, you can't walk. So to me, that was just perfect. So definitely including those onto this layout. And I just wanted to jazz up that wood veneer a little bit. I stuck the matching sticker from the sticker sheet on top of the black, just so it's got that gold on there. And that little pop of gold ties in the little thickers, the Avery, which I quite like. And then, yeah, just got the key, just because it's about being home. And just, yeah, having a little bit of a play with the different ephemera. I was keeping this one quite simple, but it was missing something. So I am having a little bit of a play with what does it need? What is it missing? The fringing does sort of speak for itself a little bit, which I love, but it does need a little bit of a lift. So just having a little play with what I can add. I remember about these buttons, and I think they're going to be perfect just for a lift of colour. So I pop on 3 of those. The little love heart one up near the houses. And then over near the turtle and over near the snail, in those little 3 clusters I've got going on, we'll have them as well. Really 3 simple clusters. I mean, that snail is barely a cluster. There's barely anything going on, but I just really like it. It's just all tying in together. So I'm going to again dig into my Crafternoon sticker book and get out those florals. I'm just addicted to those florals. I think I have not done a single page that hasn't featured these florals, even just a little bit. Every of my layouts so far has pulled something off this sticker sheet. It is just amazing, this sticker book. It is chock-a-block. It is easy to use. It is, yeah, I love it. And I've got so much left. I can do another 6 layouts, I think. I've definitely got one more I'm going to do, which is of my son, my baby son Thomas, crawling through my Raskog. He was oh so helpful that day. So it will definitely be using the Crafternoon collection, and I will still have more, especially with all those gorgeous Jen Hatfield stickers. So I'm just going to go to town and do a little bit more. Just having a little bit of a sticker sneeze all over my page here with the little tiny flowers, just because I can. And just popping, I felt like that top corner was a bit flat. That I really love that really light green colour, but it was feeling a little bit lonely up there. So I really love adding that wood veneer, and then the little floral stickers I think really helped lift this page. So just a few gold splatters and we're done. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you like the close-ups I've got here for you. It was really nice to scrap along with you at my hotel room, and thanks very much, and I'll see you next month. Bye everyone.